Hello and welcome to Championship Chats. Coming up in this episode, we will look back on last weekend's win over Clonea.
Makes a run spotted by Spellman, great run by Byrne. Positions in the modern game mean very little, and that's exemplified there by Tom Byrne.
And we caught up with Fourmilewater manager Derek Lyons just after the full-time whistle.
They all lifted and they never disbelieved, they just wanted to keep going to the very end and see what happened, and that's what probably stood in the end.
But firstly, let's take a look back on the spirit lifter that was last Saturday's game. It was a game of high stakes. Who would end up in the dreaded relegation battle and who would be safe in their senior status for 2025 was the million-dollar question. Fourmile got their dream start, scoring 1-1 within the first 2 minutes from Michael Morrissey to get their game off the ground.
Welsh for Fourmile, runner got inside, lovely hand pass, chance here for Fourmile, Michael Morrissey's got a point so far, go for a goal! Buried by Morrissey, what a goal!
Clonea, on the other hand, took some time to come to terms with this early blow, and it was within the 7th minute that they secured their first point. Dermot Ryan traded points with Clonea at this time, putting his side 1-3 to 1 point ahead. On the turn of the quarter, Clonea were beginning to creep up through the gears and slowly narrowing their deficit. It was in the 30th minute when the biggest threat became the promise, when Clonea were awarded a free just outside the Fourmilewater 20-metre line. They took their chances, only to be successful as the ball sliced through Fourmile's frontline men and raised the green flag. Only a point separated the teams at the break, with Fourmilewater owning 1-7 and Clonea owning 1-6. No sooner was the ball thrown in the new half and Clonea put their stamp on the game, rattling the net within the first minute of the second half. Clonea were now in the lead, but scores from Evan Spellman, the Byrne brothers and Sean Welsh ensured that this wouldn't be for too long, and by the end of the third quarter, Fourmile were 2 points to the good. Clonea were never too far behind though, and the game was anyone's from here. By the 60th minute, with only 2 minutes of injury time to be played, and Fourmile's hope was dwindling. But the best was yet to come, when a pass from Jamie Byrne right across the Clonea goal mouth to Kieran Welsh landed in Welsh's hand, and he struck with venom to rattle the Clonea net and put his side a point up.
To be hauled down there, lovely 1-2 here. They're allowed coming. This is the one that was a rash ball there. Still Byrne for Fourmile. Chance inside, must be a goal. Chance of a goal, and it's buried for Fourmile. And Kieran Welsh gets the goal.
Clonea tried for one more, but Evan Spellman sealed the deal with a point just after to secure a 2-point win for Fourmilewater and their senior status for 2025. The full-time scorer for our field was Fourmilewater 218, Clonea 216. We will now get Derek Lyons' reaction from right after the match. Derek, congratulations. A great win there, 218 to 216. In the final few minutes there, getting the win, you must be delighted with that.
Yeah, absolutely thrilled. Look, I mean, it was going down to the wire before the game. We knew that it was going to be a matter of a puck of a ball, and we were just hoping it would be in our favour. With a couple of minutes to go, it didn't look like that was going to happen, even though I felt we were just about shaded in terms of the overall performance. But just so happy to see that ball hit the net, like, you know, and then to get the security point then at the very end. I think it was 11, or was it I can't remember, was it 11 tapped it over in the last one, so that was absolutely vital. Yeah, so thrilled for the group. Yeah.
Throughout the game, Fourmilewater were, I suppose, in control and seemed to be in control for a lot of the game, but then Clonea came back again. But how did you find it within yourselves to come along to get that final, I suppose, spurt in you to come out, to go across the line?
Yeah, look, I think it's just that inner spirit of the lads. We felt it during the week for the first time that there was a buzz, there was a real sense of we're going out to do this, like, it's not going to leave it behind us. And when the chips were down against us, even though you're right, I think overall we played a little bit better in the round. We were ahead the whole time, they were chasing us. But to see the lads come back from a couple of points down when the pressure came on, we got it back level, then we went 2 down again. So it just all it does is exemplifies the spirit in the group of players, and the leadership from people like Jamie. Connor at full back was just exemplary. I think he just rolled back the years there and just gave a sublime performance, a display of full back play. Jamie in the middle, and Pat Welch came on off the bench and gave us a huge bit there in the last 10 minutes, like a young lad out of minor. So I think collectively, Cody, I just think in the round collectively that they all lifted and they never disbelieved. They just wanted to keep going to the very end and see what happened, and that's what probably stood us in the end, you know. And
in overall sense during the year, you probably have to say it was maybe a disappointing year for Fourmilewater the way things went. I suppose this lifts the spirits, and especially where you mentioned young players. Well, young players have been blooded this year and all that, so there's a lot of positives to take from the year.
Well, like, I mean, I think if you were to be honest about it, like, I came in with one reason, that was to try the belief would have been to go all the way this year or go a long way there. That didn't happen, so in that regard it has to be looked at as I suppose disappointing year, and that'd be generous, I suppose, in saying that. But I suppose when I came in, I didn't probably realise there was a lot of rebuilding going to be happening as well. You know, I suppose I was led. I kind of came in on the basis that maybe like there might be 1 or 2 tweaks to be made here, but as it turned out, with the loss of Tom at full back, like in going out of the team, and you have to put Connor back there, and then you ended up blooding in a few minors and stuff, which is really the future of the club. Like, and it showed there today. Like we blooded in 2 or 3 minors. Billy Burns only gone out of 9 minors. You've got big Pat. You've got we had Tig in there for a few games. So like, you know, that's the future of Fourmile. So yeah, like I mean, in that sense, if it was about a rebuilding mission, I suppose yeah, you would be happy to say that you retain your seated status. But I suppose there'll be a tinge of disappointment that we didn't progress or didn't put out that kind of performance early on in the year, you know.
And the beauty of this group is that a lot of these players, all of them I'd say, are dual players. Like, so we'll give you a great lift. Today's match and result will give you a great lift heading into that football season.
Oh, sure, look, I couldn't have come at a better time in that regard. Like, we'll dust ourselves down now, take a week or so off, and we'll go back at it then, and like we do the post-mortem on the hurling. There's plenty all winter long to do that. And next year's another year, and I'm sure the lads themselves will look at that and say, you know, what could they done better? We as a management team will do the same. But I think it's a big positive step going forward into the start of a big football championship, especially the way things panned out last year. You know, so there was a lot of disappointment last year, and this will give us a little bit of a lead into it now with a good attitude, hopefully. Like,
it's brilliant. Thanks very much, Derek, and congratulations again.
You're welcome, Connie. Thank you.
And that's a wrap for the hurling series. Well done, and thanks to all of the Fourmilewater players and management for their efforts this season. Thanks to manager Derek Lyons for this interview, and to Clubber for use of their clips. Now the hurling season ends for 2024, but fear not, we'll be back in a couple of weeks for the football series, so stay tuned for that. Thank you for watching and for your support. We will now leave you with some of the highlights from the hurling championship. But until next time, take care.